Hello guys, this is Shady Knight here, and today I'm going to make you guys a tutorial on how to make beautiful abstract art in Photoshop CS4 or 3 or 5 or any of the CSs. Now, what I'm going to talk about is this: an abstract image made of a multi-star pointy thingy with some text in the middle with a firelight colour abstract feeling to it. So make a plain piece. It could be just white or transparent, it really does not matter. Right, now you go to the fill tool, or if you first got it, it'll be gradient tool, but what you do is just right click it and go to paint bucket tool, and you fill it all in black. Right, now you go to the lasso tool, or you can just press L, and now just make a little star. I think the star might be a bit too small. I preferably think you should make it bigger, but this is just going to be a quick video anyway. Now it will start off like this, but press this little arrow so it changes to white, and it must be white, nothing else. Go back onto the fill tool and click in it. Now you press Ctrl D to deselect that, and there we have a little ugly thingy in the middle. Now you go onto filter, blur, radial blur, put it to 100, zoom and best. Press OK. And this might take a while to load, but for me it's taking a lot longer because most of my CPU is being used up as the recording and the Photoshop itself. As we all know, Photoshop is beast. Now you can either press Ctrl F or just go on the previous filter to make it blur again and keep blurring it till what you want it to be. But don't blur it too much, because otherwise it just might fuck up the picture you're making. Okay, so now I've got that. Now we go on to filter, stylize. Now find edges. Now you press Ctrl I, so it looks like that. Go on to filter, distort, twirl. Make it about 75. Now you go onto this layer, right click it, click on duplicate layer. Sorry, my vocabulary is going wrong. Press OK. Now go onto filter, distort, twirl again, and drag it to about 130 something or whatever. Alright, now that's that. Now you go on to screen. So it brings the layer on top of that, in a way. Now you hold shift, make sure you highlight both those layers. Now right click and click on merge layers. Right, now you make the color. So you make a new layer by clicking this little button there, and you go onto the brush tool, or you can just press B. Now you make it this 300 thingy, which has those faded edges, and you make the size as big as you can possibly get, because otherwise it'll take too long to fill it in. Now you go on this to change color, make it red. Okay, now we filled it in red. You go on to color. Now already it's starting to look pretty good, goddamn good. You make another layer. Now you make this orange. Now you color it in again. And color again. And another layer. And now you go onto yellow. And color it in yellow. Now you go on to overlay in the drop down menu. Now you're starting to get that abstract feeling. You'll see what I mean in a minute. and you make a fourth layer and you make it red again, color it in again. Now you go on to overlay again. Now that's starting to look a bit like that, but the thing is, for this one I've spent time doing it. For this I'm just doing some really quick tutorial, so I'm sorry about that. But now you go on to text. You can either press T on your keyboard or just click on the text button. Alright, now you drag a space, and I'm going to type in it shady night. Just drag it so it's all in one line. Now highlight that and make it whatever colour you wish. I'm going to go for a little purple colour. Alright, now go on that and drag it to the middle. Now you want the text to look a little bit like that, don't you? So you go on, you put your mouse on there, go on to blending options, tick these boxes that I'm ticking. Right, now I'm going to give you a second to copy all of those, and don't give a fuck about those because you don't really need to worry about them. Okay, so now go to inner glow, the yellow thingy, click on it, change it to white, and outer glow, change that to white. Now put spread on about 5 and make the size whatever suits your standards. Press OK, and there you have it. There's your abstract, guys. I'm sure you all know how to save it, but if not, I'm just going to quickly show you. Go File, Save As, JPEG, go on Desktop, name it, and then save it. Okay, so thank you all for watching my tutorial, and I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if this helped. Goodbye.